Hello folks, Everchanger here, and welcome back to more Pokemon Liquid Crystal. Last time we had a couple of encounters with the leaders of Team Rocket, and we also encountered some legendary birds. So maybe we'll be encountering another one in this episode, I don't know. So, you again, I won't let you ruin our plans this time. Gee, where have we heard that before? So, we're about 4 episodes into the quote-unquote Orange Islands saga here, but we're not actually in the Orange Islands yet, so I'm hoping at some point we're gonna get the story justification to go there, I guess, because the third arc of the game has been stated to be Orange Islands, so hopefully we'll be getting there quite soon, because I'm getting a little bit impatient. I want to hear that new music and see some new places. I'm excited. So, since the last video I recorded, a Xenoblade Chronicles Direct, in little air quotes there, was announced and aired, and just saying, the hype keeps on growing. I am very, very excited for this game because it seems like it's copying over pretty much everything that Xenoblade did right about its gameplay, and it's making it even better, and I'm super duper excited about it. Comes out April 29th in Japan with a US release still uncertain, but hopefully it won't be too long after. I heard some rumors that it was going to be coming out in June, which I don't really believe, but it would be so great if it did, because then we'd have the whole summer to play it, and it would be awesome. Now, I have to apologize because this is very early in the morning. It's only like 8:30 a.m. at the moment, so I might still have my morning voice. So apologies for that. I just really wanted to get right on the recording wagon because Rio the Lion is actually in town this weekend and we have some tentative plans to go hang out, so I want to make sure to get a little bit ahead on my work right here. And speaking of getting ahead on work, there's something I kind of want to talk about, a little bit ranty. I don't think anyone from my college classes actually watch my videos, but in case you do, and you've worked with me in a group in the past, please don't take it personally. It's just something I've noticed over the years. I'm going to try skipping some trainers because honestly, I don't know how to get through the Safari Zone. And whenever we see the leaders of the team out at the corner of our eye, that's when I'm going to be time-lapsing out the rest of the trainers, probably. So, yeah. Oh, wow, she actually saw me. So, speaking of getting ahead on work, I find that a lot of people in school, not necessarily just in college, but in high school and probably out in the workplace as well, people like to leave things until like the last minute before doing them. And I really, really don't understand why people do this, because if you get something done days in advance, then you don't have to worry about it when you're under a big time crunch. Like, for example, I finished my weekly physics assignment, which is assigned every Monday, on Wednesday this week, and it's due on Sunday. So I just sat down one night, spent about 2 hours doing it, just went right on through it, and now I don't have to worry about it at all. But there are so many people that are going to wait until Sunday afternoon to start doing it. And then they have the pressure of realizing that they only have a few hours to get it done before they're so out of luck. And I really don't get why people do this. And honestly, it's really their problem for the most part. Like, I don't care what they do until we wind up in a group project together. That's when it gets a little bit frustrating because, for example, in case the person who's currently partnered with me is watching this, apologies, don't take it personally. It's just, I've noticed this happen with a lot of people over the years, and I just don't understand it, and it kind of frustrates me. I've been assigned a project in a pair with someone else, and the assignment is due on Monday, and it was assigned last Monday, and we basically got together on Wednesday and we decided to divvy up the work, so we each got about half of this document to write, and I finished writing my half of the document on Friday morning. And the other person hasn't even started working on it yet. Because I can tell because we have a Google Drive hosted document that we're working in, and I can see that nothing has been done, and it just freaks me out because I've done my work, my share of the work, and why is it playing the gym leader defeated music? That's really weird. So yeah, I don't get why people do this because I finished my work, my share of the work, a few days in advance, and the other person hasn't done their work yet, and they might just wait until Sunday evening to actually do it. And that really freaks me out because even though I've done my share of the work and everything, I don't even remember if I have a repel up. I'm going to check real quick. Even though I've done my share of the work, I don't have a repel up. Wow, lucky. Even though I've done my share of the work, I still have to shoulder the burden of them not having their work done yet. And honestly, it makes me a little bit nervous because I'm sort of the designated turner-in-er of stuff. So, odds are it's gonna fall on me when stuff doesn't get done, because I find that whenever I'm in a group project, I have to be the one to tell people this needs to be done and I need it done by this time. Like, no one else ever tells me that, so I just sort of fall into the role of being in charge generally in these cases. So I feel like I'm sort of responsible when stuff doesn't get done, and it's really frustrating because honestly it's as much their responsibility as it is mine. It's just a lot of people don't like to take that initiative, and it freaks me out a little bit because regardless of what you people who have worked with me in group projects in the past may think, I don't like quote-unquote being in charge or having to be in charge of these things, because whenever someone else, 1 HP, whenever someone doesn't do their work, it's really not my fault at all, but I still feel guilty about it, and that is the worst feeling in the world because you're not really in control of what the other person does. So, anyone who's in a group project with someone else, please don't wait until the last minute. Get it done like 2 or 3 days in advance. That way everyone can sort of rest easy at night. You know what I mean? I don't know, it's just something I've noticed, especially this semester where I'm in multiple group projects, and multiple times I've gotten my work done several days in advance, but the other person hasn't gotten their stuff done until like the day before it's due, and I just walked right into that, didn't I? And it's just, I don't like it. I really don't. So anyone who's watching, who gets in a group project, please, please, please stay on top of your work. And I know it really doesn't affect your partner on solo work, obviously, but in solo work, I highly recommend you get stuff done in advance as well, because it really, really just helps mitigate the stress for everyone involved. That's basically what I'm trying to say. So, yeah. A little bit of a college rant, but I'm sure everyone can understand my grievances. I'm sure everyone's been in a situation kind of like this, either on the giving end or the receiving end, so please, please, please heed my advice. Everyone will like you a lot more for it, including yourself. The sign is too old to read. Yeah, I haven't actually mentioned this, but this Safari Zone, I'm pretty darn sure this isn't where we're supposed to go. The Safari Zone was actually closed several years ago after the events of FireRed and Leaf Green, but it wasn't accessible at all until now, it looks like, when Team Rocket has sort of forced their way in. I think we want to be over there. Can we not surf in here? Oh no, we can't. Oh, okay. I think the reason they did that is because you can actually sequence break pretty hard in here with the use of surf, because in the original game, surf was the prize for getting through this area. So you can actually navigate this area a whole lot simpler with surf, so I have a feeling that's why they did it. Alright, we got a lava cookie. I have to wonder what we're going to find at the end of this thing. I mean, it's pretty obvious. We've seen Articuno and we've seen Zapdos, and I have to fight this guy. We've seen Articuno and we've seen Zapdos, so I think it's pretty evident that we're going to be encountering Moltres pretty soon, but this seems like a really, really random spot to put Moltres, because in pretty much every other appearance of this Pokemon, it has been in some sort of mountain. It's been in Victory Road in the original Generation 1 games. It's been in Mount Ember in the remakes in the Sevi Islands, which I'm pretty sure will not appear in this hack. And it's been in Mount Silver in Heart Gold and Soul Silver. So it's always been in some sort of cave/mountain area. So this seems like a really bizarre change of scenery for this Pokemon, so it should be interesting to see if that is what we actually find at the end of this area. And I'm hoping it is, because I'm pretty sure once Team Rocket encounters all 3 legendary birds, something very interesting is going to happen, and it'll probably be the catalyst that sends us down to the Orange Islands. So I'm really hoping that happens soon, because I'm hyped for the Orange Islands. Not gonna lie, I'm really hyped for them. So hopefully we'll be able to get to that point soon. Alrighty. Golem goes down. And down goes this Rocket Grunt. I'm pretty sure that this way is very close to where we're supposed to actually go. Alrighty, we gotta fight this guy, it looks like. You did well getting this far. I'm the strongest executive, and I'll make sure you do not ruin Lord Silver's plan. Ooh. What is it with games that I play and every subordinate of the main villain calling the main villain Lord? Seems to be a running theme lately. I think I could probably one-shot this thing with Bite, I'm not sure. I haven't really been talking about the game recently, but honestly, we've been doing a lot of Team Rocket fights, like a ridiculous amount, and I just sort of want to get right on through it, and I'm keeping sane by talking about real-life crap. Basically what I'm trying to say. Alright, Hypno coming out here. I guess another thing I could talk about is the fact that there has been an apparent lack of Minecraft content on the channel recently. And honestly, there are multiple reasons for that. The main reason is because we're working on the Nether Hub, and that is really, really monotonous and boring stuff that you guys probably don't want to see. I might, huge emphasis on the word might, try and beef up my live streaming infrastructure for these kinds of things, but honestly, I don't have time to play the game for hours and hours at a time, like what a stream would require. I usually just get on for like a half hour and just play. So yeah, that's basically the reasoning behind that. And also, I haven't had Rio the Lion reach out to me and record some multiplayer content, because honestly, if he wanted to record multiplayer content, I would be completely open to it. He just hasn't reached out to me yet. Okay, so I have a feeling I just barely avoided walking into this sequence right here, so obviously there's Moltres right there. So I think without further ado, since I've really sort of talked about everything I want to talk about, and I really want to fight all the rest of the Team Rocket Grunts here for the experience, I am going to speed up right here and play music while I go and do that. So kick back, relax, and I will be right back. Alrighty, I am back. I went around and fought all of the Team Rocket Grunts. There were actually quite a few, and I also found some really nice items, one of which being the TM for Iron Tail, so I might be making use of that in the future. But anyway, let's press onwards. This time, David, you will not interfere. Zane, control the bird while I take care of him. Rival Silver wants to battle. Wowee, this guy means business. Looks like that fight with him in Mount Moon wasn't the final fight after all. Alakazam probably wasn't the best one to open up with this fight, but we're just gonna have to make do. And wow, that actually did quite a bit. That's pretty nice. Alrighty. So, I want to apologize really for the fact that I've done, I think, 2 time lapses in a row now. But honestly, I think you guys would agree with me that these Team Rocket invasions are getting a little bit tedious. So, I don't want to say please understand, but that's basically what I'm trying to get at right here. Alright, Sneasel's down, Gengar comes out next. I think Psychic will probably be able to do this guy in. Indeed, very good. Wow, voice crack. Wow, that gave a lot of experience. I'm impressed. Alright, we got a Crobat coming out next, which is also weak to Alakazam, so I think we're going to keep on going with our strategy that works right here. Very nice, very nice. Down goes Crobat. Should get 76 on Alakazam. Indeed we do. Do we get a level on Lantern? No, we do not. Now we got Meganium coming out. So yes, I did switch the experience share over to Lantern if you were paying close attention while we had everything all speeded up. I did some switching around. I gave the Sharpbeak back to Pidgeot because our bag is once again full, which is a little bit disappointing. And I also actually ran into a wild Pokemon because I didn't notice my Repel had worn off, so a little bit of a derp on my part. Alright, that's our last Flamethrower, and oh gosh, we can't make it count. Oh, that's terrible. Alright, Strength, he's gonna heal. Oh yeah, he's gonna heal. Don't know why I expected anything different. Alright, how much is Strength gonna do? Literally nothing. Okay, we're gonna switch because that's not very good. We're gonna switch over to Pidgeot and try and get our type advantage going over here, and Pointless Synthesis is pointless. Okay. I am recording this in the daytime. I don't know if they managed to get that working in FireRed and Leaf Green, because the original game didn't have time, because I know, at least I think Synthesis works better in the daytime. Now I'm actually not sure. I know it worked a lot better in sunny day weather, but now I'm not sure if it actually works well at, like, during the daytime. Huh. Now I'm actually not sure. Eh, oh well. Anyway, we'll have to see how much this is going to do. Ooh, a decently large amount. That's terrible. Ah. Alrighty. Just going to have to keep on going with wing attacks because they're our best attack too. Well, actually, no, they're not. We could technically use Feraligator's Ice Punch, but I don't think that will be too great because Feraligator's weak to some of Meganium's attacks and Pidgeot is not. So I think we're just going to keep in here. Can we get a KO right here? I think we will. Yes, we do. Very good. See, Pidgeot's proven itself. Get our experience for that. And now we've got a Magneton coming out. Ooh. Would have been a lot better to use our Flamethrower on that, I think. I'm just going to send out Feraligator and see how well Surf will do against this thing, because we really don't have any other choice at this point, since Surf is one of our most powerful attacks. Alrighty. See what kind of damage we can do here. About 70%, and a Sonic Boom really this late in the game? Are you kidding me? Are you for real? Eh, oh well, your funeral. Alrighty. And his last Pokemon is Alakazam. I think we're gonna switch over to Gengar and hopefully get the speed advantage on this thing, because We do not want to get hit with a psychic attack, because we all know what an Alakazam's psychic will do to a Gengar, as evidenced from about 5 minutes ago. Shadow Ball. Aha! Very nice. We got the type we got the type advantage and the speed advantage, and there we go. Down goes Silver. Yeah, what's with you? You beat me again, didn't you, David? No matter, Moltres is just about to be controlled anyway. No, Silver. It's a fail. Moltres, no! You haven't seen The Last of Us, David. Wow, David, those rockets are not kidding. They have been trying to control the 3 legendary birds. Thanks to you, their plan failed. So far, we have no more intel that points to more attacks. But you never know. Keep your guard up, David. We may have to fight them again soon. Until then, feel free to drop by the HQ. Well, I mean, there's nothing else for us to do, so I think we should probably head right on over to the HQ. Are we allowed to fly out of here? I'm actually not sure. We are. Okay, whoa. Guess they had to put our area data off the edge of the map to make everything work out, because I think in the original game you actually weren't allowed to fly out of the Safari Zone. Original meaning FireRed and Leaf Green, so I think they probably had to remap it to make everything work out, because that was actually a source of a glitch in the original Red, Blue, Green, and Yellow, so don't want to be flying out of any Safari Zones. I should go heal. I'll be right back. And I'm back. Sorry about that. Now we're going to be heading over to Lay HQ. Repel's effect wears off, of course. Let's see if there's anything he's got for us, because we really don't have any other headings, so hopefully this will be whatever pushes us into the Orange Islands portion of our saga, because I'm really excited for that. And I just noticed the elevator appears to be moving upwards. That's a little bit random, since I would expect this to be in the basement, I guess. I mean, it might be up in the top of the building, but I don't know. Seems like a very basement-y type of locale. Anyway. Hello, David. Things appear to be calm, but I can't help but feel that something of catastrophic proportions is bound to happen. David, come to the Dragon's Den immediately. I'll fill you in the details later. David, this has to be related to Team Rocket. Go ahead and meet Lance. I'll try to gather some more intel from Johto Intelligence, and then I'll show up. Good luck. Looks like we've got some evil happenings afoot in the Dragon's Den, so it looks like we do actually have a heading. It's not to the Orange Islands, but it looks like things are about to reach some sort of climax. So I think we should head over to the Johto region as soon as possible. And by as soon as possible, I mean right now. Whee! Always loved the little fly animation. Looks like it would be so much fun. Alrighty, I'm not going to cut out the magnet train because, honestly, the magnet train is one of my favorite parts of this game. Really pointless, but I like the whole spiel it does. Feels very iconic of the Johto region. Never gets old. We've arrived in Goldenrod. We hope to see you again. Hopefully we will be returning to Kanto soon to use the boats to get to the Orange Islands. I actually don't know if that's how we're going to get there. Probably not, knowing me and guessing things that are going to happen. But anyway, I think we are going to fly off to Blackthorn City right here. And next time on Pokemon Liquid Crystal, now that we have purged Team Rocket's plans of encountering all the legendary birds and bringing them under their control, we are going to be heading into the Dragon's Den to find out what their next evil plot is. So be sure to like and share if you enjoyed, and I will see you all next time.